What's up, guys? So, right now is a beautiful day. It's sunny. I'm getting in all the sun. And I just finished journaling in my notebook right here. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about a challenge that I'm doing. It's a 60-day challenge, right? So, it's called the Æsthetic Mind Challenge. And me and my boy Kyle, who you guys probably know from like other videos or my Instagram, we both kind of started this together as a way to just get back to our roots, become who we truly are, and stop getting distracted, and just like overall just like stop wasting time, because I feel like I used to waste time like all the time. You know, I would be productive, but then I would like play video games or get distracted and like eat food and watch TV, and I feel like everybody does these things, so it's kind of like normalized in a way to like binge watch Netflix or like, you know, stay up late playing video games or whatever. But I mean, if you're really trying to succeed in life, I feel like it's integral to like to strip away all the fluff, like all the distractions, and just focus on yourself, because that's when you like truly find yourself, when you have that time to focus on yourself. If you're constantly getting dopamine hits from all these things, you know, like junk food, like porn, like movies, entertainment, video games, blah blah blah, music, you become desensitized to like everything else, and you kind of like lose energy, and you lose that like zest and vigor for life. And like now all of a sudden like your goals don't really matter as much, because you already had fun doing these things that don't help you. So like this challenge is all about flipping the script, so that way like you're taking advantage of your energy and you're using it towards good things. You're living your life in a way that gives you more energy and supports your growth. I have this as my phone wallpaper right here. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that. Anyway, I'll just pull a picture up on the screen, right? So I'm gonna go through this and walk through like what we got. So number one, it says every day I will. Number one, limit consumption of fake foods and liquids. Now this one is very clear. It doesn't really need to be explained in depth, but basically like most modern foods that people eat, like it's like junk, right? Even if it's like something like a protein bar, or like even protein powder, which like sucks for me to say as like a bodybuilder, but like it's not like the best food to eat, right? Even if it's like a healthy alternative, if it's not a whole food, it's not like really the best for you. So I'm basically, during this challenge, I'm gonna make sure I'm limiting my food to mostly whole foods, which means food that are directly from the earth, whether it's like meat, fish, eggs, fruits, vegetables. Whole grains aren't whole foods. Like you know, you can't eat bread that grows from the ground. Like it's a whole process. So like, but I try to make sure like 90% of my food's from whole foods. And when I'm eating like this, I notice I have like way more energy. I feel better. My digestion's better, which is really important. All right, so that's number one. Number two is cut out porn and limit sources of pleasure. In parentheses, social media, Netflix, etc. All right, so this one is very big. This one's a very big one to unpack. So first of all, cut out porn, no exceptions. Like just do it. I feel like this is like the number one silent addiction for men in the United States. Almost every guy does this, and it's just not healthy. It's like one of the biggest like dopamine sources you could get, and you don't have to do any work to do it. Like you just pull out your phone and it's there. Like at least like if you like have sex with a girl or something, like you're doing work and you're putting in work to get there, and it's actually like a meaningful relationship. With this, it's kind of like just fucking you up mentally, and it's so much stimulation that like, going back to what I was talking about before, it takes away like all energy from you. Like you're literally just like depleting yourself, and it's not really it's not sustainable at all. It's just like, it's really just an addiction. Like if you go 1 week without it, like if you doubt what I'm saying, go 1 week without it and see if you're addicted or if you're not, because I guarantee like you probably are. Like most people are. So then social media, Netflix, and those ones are just wastes of time. Like you'll be browsing on social media for so long, like TikTok or Instagram, whatever, and after like 10 minutes or so you'll be like, what am I doing with my life? Like what's the point of this? So I'm only using social media now, or I'm only attempting to use it to post or as a way to grow my brand when it comes to like YouTube, like fitness or music or whatever. Netflix, I don't really gotta explain that. I mean, maybe an episode every couple days, but to watch like a bunch of episodes back to back to back, it's just like, it's just gonna kill your day. It's gonna kill your mood too, because that means you didn't get anything done, and you're probably not gonna have energy after that type of stimulation. Alright, number 3, no alcohol and drugs. Now, I don't really drink in the first place, but I was a big weed smoker, and I cut that out like almost completely a couple years ago. I still will do it like here like now and then, not really often though. But for this challenge, I'm making sure I'm not doing it at all. These things are kind of like coping mechanisms. I feel like there's way better ways to handle stress or have fun if that's your excuse for like drinking or smoking. You know, if you do it to have fun, like there's better, healthier ways to have fun that don't make you feel like shit afterwards, because there's a lot of consequences that come with drugs, you know. If it makes you feel bad afterwards, like cut it out. And yeah, I feel like that's another thing that's super normalized. No one really like talks about that. Alright, number 4, physical activity for 1 hour. Basically, if your body feels good, usually your mind will feel good too, and vice versa. So like, everything affects one another. So if you get your body in motion, like you're gonna get your mind feeling good. Also, like you're just getting rid of that stagnant energy in your body. You know, like if you go through the day, like you guys know, if you don't work out for the day, or like if you have a rest day or whatever, you probably don't feel as good as if you did, unless your body really needed the rest. That's a different story. But working out and like getting your body in motion for like at least an hour is good to like just unblock the stagnant energy in your body. It's gonna help you so much. Like it affects your digestion. I feel like it affects your like oxygen intake, your posture, your mood, your focus. Like I always notice like I need to start off my day with some physical activity, or else the whole day I'm gonna feel like slow and like brain foggy and just not really good. So that's really important. Also, a great way to build confidence in yourself is by working towards goals. And one way to do that is through physical activity. You know, set goals to have a certain physique, or to to build up your muscles, or build up your body, or get stronger, or get faster. Whatever that goal might be, like having that there is going to motivate you to keep going and exercising, and also is going to make it fun for you. So yeah, number 5, journal every morning and night. So yeah, I just did that. Basically, journaling is super important because you're writing down all the things that are in your mind. Like you don't have to, like when I journal, it's free form. It might be different every day. One day I might write affirmations, or like try to or things that I want to see manifest in my life. Another day I might be venting and just writing down how I feel. So a lot of times I just go with the flow. I feel like that's how it should be. But yeah, journaling is very therapeutic. Writing down your lingering thoughts and then seeing them after you wrote them down gives you like a new sense of clarity. Like, why am I worried about these things? Like now that I wrote it down, it seems so dumb to worry about these things, because when like all your thoughts are in your head, they're kind of just floating there. They're not really tangible. Like you can't like really grab your thought and hold it in your head. Except when you write it down, it's actually there. It's tangible. You could see what you were thinking when you wrote it down. So that's going to help you deal with your thoughts a lot better. But also it's going to give you a sense of direction, because you could write down like your goals and your purpose and stuff. And it's gonna help you keep track of your progress, just like how like you might track calories for like working out in the gym, or you might track your weight, or you might take progress pictures. It's kind of like the same thing but for your mind, because you're tracking if you did the things you said you would do that day, or like you're tracking like if you're on track with the goal that you want to hit, or whatever it might be. But like it's gonna help you keep track of your progress, journaling. Alright, and last one, number 6, read and meditate for 10 minutes. Reading is like food for your mind. It helps stimulate your mind in like a healthy way, because you're learning, you're learning, you're actually soaking in information. And if you find a really good book that helps you learn something, that's even better. Like you're not gonna want to look away from that book. We've kind of came to this realization that reading is boring, and it sucks, because when we were in school, like, all our teachers forced us to read books that we didn't want to read. So for us, it became like a very boring, tedious process. But it wasn't until a couple years ago after school that I decided to actually like pick up books that I was interested in on my own. And it's a game changer, because you learn so many new things, and it always seems like the right book pops up at the right time in your life. So you should never try to force reading. But with this challenge, you want to read for at least 10 minutes and find that book that at least keeps you inspired to keep coming back to the pages. And then meditate for 10 minutes. Now meditation, like, I'll probably make like a whole another video for it on its own, but basically, to sum it up, meditation is just detaching and becoming the observer or the witness of your mind. Now a lot of us, we think that like we're the ones thinking these thoughts. If we have negative thoughts in the day, we're gonna think we are that. But the truth is, like, we are not that. If you're able to observe it, that means you are not that. So separating yourself from your thoughts is just going to make you feel more at peace. You're going to be less triggered by like emotional reactions. Everything feels smoother when you meditate. When you meditate, you kind of like you kind of understand at a deeper level what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your life. You notice that like you might have these thoughts, but they're not your thoughts. Like, they're just kind of happening. Just like clouds or like the waves of the ocean. They can't be stopped. They're just happening. So like, if you see your thoughts externally like that, it makes a big difference. That's when the magic happens. Now, at first, it might be really hard to meditate because you're not used to it, and your mind might be racing, and that's okay. But like, stick to it. Because the whole point of meditation is not to clear your mind. Clearing your mind is just a product of proper meditation. If you think the goal is to clear your mind, that's something you can't force, and you're probably going to make it worse. So like, what you want to do is just catch yourself when you do find yourself thinking in meditation, and that's like a rep. So that's like one rep for your mind, where it's like doing a bicep curl, but for your mind. So you catch that, and you're like, oh, that's one rep. Now my mind's stronger. So you keep doing that. As long as you can come back to the center and realize when you were thinking, that's just another rep. And that's just the way I look at it. And after a while, you're gonna be able to go longer and longer and longer, and you're gonna reach states of peace that you probably never thought were possible. And it's gonna bleed through all the hours of your day and just make life that much more interesting and smoother. And it's gonna reset your energy overall. Like, you're gonna come out of your meditation feeling like a new person on some days. It's not gonna be perfect all the time, but it's a journey, just like everything is. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm trying to get better at talking to the camera too. But anyways, hope you guys hop on this challenge. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and enjoy this gym footage.